Hello, and how are you doing? My name is Maurice King. This is Mo Reads Anything, and today I get to read a poem that I've always loved, thanks to the man I used to call my Uncle Richard. Richard Pegue was a radio personality on many radio stations in the Chicago area, and he would do a show called The Best Music of Your Life. He played what we call in Chicago Dusties, what most people around the world would call urban or R&B oldies. You know, Motown, Atlantic, VJ, OK, and things from those labels and others. Uncle Rich would always end each show with something positive. Going into the gospel shows, it would be something like the Gospel Clefs Open Our Eyes, or the poem I'm going to read today, Desiderata, by Max Ehermann. Max Ehermann was born in 1872 in Terre Haute, Indiana. Both of his parents were immigrants from Bavaria. He got an English degree from nearby DePaul University and a law degree from Harvard. Came back to Terre Haute to practice law, served 2 years as a deputy state's attorney for Vigo County. After working in the family businesses, Max decided to put his English degree to work, starting to write at age 40. He would write his most famous poem in 1926. After registering for copyright in 1927, he distributed the poem in Christmas cards. An unattributed copy made it to a psychiatrist, allowing him to hand out over 1,000 copies to patients and soldiers during World War II. After Ehrmann's death in 1945, his widow Bertha included it in 1948's collection, The Poems of Max Ehermann. After many years of the copyright being passed around in court, it was determined that because of unauthorized distribution, Desiderata is now considered to be in the public domain. The city of Terre Haute loved its favorite son. In 2010, a life-size statue was erected of Ehermann, sitting on a downtown bench, pen in hand and notebook on his lap, with Desiderata on a plaque next to him. The company that put the statue up, Art Spaces, also holds an annual Max Ehermann poetry competition. Desiderata would become very popular in the 60s and 70s. New York announcer Les Crane would have a spoken word hit with his 1971 recording, winning a Grammy for Best Spoken Word Recording. And with that, this is Desiderata by Max Ehermann. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there must be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially, do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Desiderata. Max Ehermann, 1926. I hope you enjoyed that read. If you did, hit that like button down below. And also hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I do this again. This has been Mo Reads Anything. I am Maurice King. Thank you so very much for listening.